Oh, here we are again now, and it's like no time has passed. Gazing out upon the sunset as it sinks into the night. Many times it seemed as though a given day might be our last. Face to face with certain death, it's somehow coming out alright. I don't think that we have any cause to lament, but there's quite a lot of thrilling intent, thrilling intent, thrilling intent, thrilling intent.
Marcus, you remember this day pretty well. It was a boring one like any other, a day of servitude and another boring day of just lessons and figuring out how to bow the right way and frickin' offer the right greetings, how to fold napkins and tablecloths, all that sort of dreadfully nightmarish, frustrating, everyday in and out occurrence. So you wandered off. You snuck away as far as you possibly could and plopped down under a tree to read one of your favorite books. It was a little complicated and convoluted for you, but you blazed through it anyway. You'd read it again and again. It was a tale of an ancient prince who was almost uncharacteristically outwitted by the villain. At the very end, where you'd expect there to be some sort of wonderful comeuppance on this clearly wicked figure, a mustache-twirling vizier, none came. Ultimately, the prince lived out all of his days in poverty, and the vizier lived a relatively happy yet conservative life off the land. Kind of a downer, but it was always weirdly one of your favorites.
Man, I hope I can be a vizier like that one day. I wonder if I can grow a goatee. Maybe just a mustache?
You'd wandered far enough away, and something began to move within the bushes. You'd been told again and again by the huntsman that you probably shouldn't come out this far. It was no place for a servant. Leave it to the soldiers, leave it to the knights, leave it to the hunters, but you wanted to get away anyway. But on that day, you realized why the warnings were in place. Something began to draw its way out of the bushes. A great towering creature with a hooked beak and long, just grotesque claws. Though this isn't your memory, Gregor, the image does stir something in your own mind. An owlbear sits against the fog, clawing its way out of the brush, a very young Marcus staring up at it.
Marcus's instincts kick in. Okay, right hand in front, left hand behind, toe out, bow. Wait, what am I doing? Realizing his grave error, Marcus quickly resorts to cowering and starts to kind of edge behind the tree.
Gregor, baby Marcus is about to get mauled!
Marcus, you try to hide in the brush, but this thing is coming at you full tilt. You're pretty sure that this is the way your life ends. Just a normal servant boy in the middle of nowhere, mauled to death because he couldn't stay home and tend to his stupid chores. But suddenly you hear something in front of you. An almost perfect clang as the owlbear is stopped dead. A figure stands towering over you. Someone you'd seen around the castle a lot, the local tactician. They were always somebody you didn't really pay much mind to. They were the boring sort, almost possessed of a sleepy air. They didn't seem to get involved in much. You assumed another noble, just involved because of their land, their title. However, in this moment, they appeared to be your guardian angel standing over you. Somebody more beautiful than any other. They smiled down at you, eyes brimming with joy. Hey there, little bud. You okay down there?
Hi. Remembering himself, Marcus jumps up to his feet, assumes a correct posture, and says, hello, sir.
No, please, no, sirs. They finish the block and snap shut what appears to be a fan, and the creature takes a step back. Now, you're one of the king's servants. Wow, you're one of the king's servants. Ooh, don't tell on me. I'm slacking off right now. Takes a step away.
Don't tell on you. Don't tell on me.
Okay, we're in agreement here. Then, hold on. Looks back at the creature. In a situation like this, What would you do? They flick open the fan and hold it to their mouth again.
Well, I, look at the fan. Is it made out of, like, metal?
Yeah, there seem to be metal spines along either side.
Well, this looks like it's in awful need of polishing, so I'd probably do that.
Good.
Oh my god!
In this exact situation as a tactician, I would similarly leave the issue to somebody else. So, in this case, they exchange one look and nod at each other. We run. They push you away and take off in this direction as the owlbear sprints out. They drag you behind them, just like skittering across the ground, great robe billowing. See, this is fun. Absolutely everything's going to be okay. Now, we need to get back here and think of a tactic, right?
Lots of fun!
Good. In a moment like this, absolutely never show your enemy that you're sweating or panicked.
I look up at them, sweaty and panicked.
Listen, first things first. Strategy is just an act, first and foremost, and you can trick anything, even the most base of creatures. Now, they peek over the bush and see the owlbear continuing to rampage around, getting closer.
It's pretty
Brute
dumb,
strength
huh?
is something best reserved for beasts and the like. You know what sets us as people apart?
I lean down into Marcus's ear. People can be viziers.
Our brains?
They smile down at you, like patting you on the shoulder multiple times. Exactly. Now, what's your brain telling you?
Run? Keep running? Don't stop running? Never stop running?
Yes, that's a good point, because my brain is telling me, they say as they are clotheslined from the bush and peering into the distance, still smiling slightly. Like, there's a completely, almost effortless air to this person. They roll across the ground with multiple, like, scrunching, grinding noises. Oh boy, takes a step away, the creature still backing in their direction, jaw snapping. I never should have gone to that broken glass factory. Anyway, takes a few steps away, grabs Marcus and starts dragging him.
Okay, Gregor, I'm gonna be real. Not super sure what we're supposed to do here, because I don't really want to interfere on Marcus's first, like, crush thing. This seems pretty formative. What do you suggest?
We stop the owlbear from unformating him.
Yeah, that's great. Let's do that.
Gregor.
The pair plops down behind this bush.
Can Gregor, like, is this more than just a blob for Gregor?
It's a vague blob. Yeah. You can tell that this thing in this dream is just a massive power, representative of pure physical strength.
Great metaphors.
Yeah, the tactician's advice actually does ring to mind.
Run away.
No, Gregor. Maybe in this dream we can interact with Marcus in some way. Like, pretend to be some sort of adventurer that's, like, shown up. Like, Marcus is, like, you know, a manipulator, vizier. He's the face kind of fella. He gets other people to do stuff for him. Like, pretend like you just shown up out of the mist or whatever, and make him boss you around or something.
Oh, I get it. He's got to be the guy who does the thing. He's the main character in his life.
Right. Wow, that's... Yeah.
Hello there! I am not of the Outriders, and I am not here to save you! Unless I can be persuaded.
Oh my god.
Do I hear or see any of that?
That actually... It's... Marcus, it seems a hunter's come to visit. Somebody
hunter?
wandering through the woods. Oh, is that a hunter? Oh, goodness, we're saved.
Sure.
Are you sure? It sounds like he doesn't really want to help us.
Ooh, yeah, no, that's a mistake. Maybe we should stay hiding.
To be honest, I'm on the fence.
It sounds like he could be convinced. Should I say something?
I'm so bad at convincing people. The tactician just squishes back down.
If only there were some charming young you there.
Shit, that's exactly what I want to be.
Charming young you there.
One day.
Myself and my fellow compatriot, the Fisher.
Wait, I have an idea.
The Fisher. Whose name is Ash.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. I was too busy trying to catch fish.
Well, it's time to stop
Still
fishing.
fun works.
Or maybe it's not. I don't know.
No. it's time to start fishing for justice.
Well, I'm not convinced.
Okay,
Okay,
I'm not really sure what's up
Is that
with
what
these
heroes
two, sir.
say?
Kid,
Or
what
not,
was
sir,
your name
sorry.
again? Yeah, no, kid, what was your name again?
Marcus?
Okay, nice to meet you, Marcus. Yeah, no, these two sound like rubes. Let's keep our head down.
But from what they were saying, it sounds like they could be convinced to help us. I think I might have an idea. It's kind of crazy.
I like the sound
Here
of
I
that.
go.
Yeah, go for it.
Hi there. I mean, hi there. Over here.
Hello there, stranger.
Shh, there's a
Hello
bugbear
there.
over behind that tree.
I bap
Oh.
Gregor on the arm. Hello there, young boy, I say, looking up at Marcus.
Yes, thank you for noticing my age.
Hello there, I look at Ash. Our son?
Nope.
That's definitely not right.
I
Anyway,
shake my head. No.
look, I know that I might not look like it, but and I look over at the tactician briefly, looking kind of nervous.
Yeah, they wave.
I'm a prince from a nearby kingdom, and I'm really, 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 really important.
I believe it.
Like, how important?
I am so important that they sent me all of the princes and princesses in the nearby kingdoms to marry at once.
I put a hand on Gregor. I heard that.
I didn't, but I believe it immediately.
Marcus looks wide-eyed back at the tactician like, why is this working?
Slow thumbs up. You're doing great,
Okay.
kid.
In fact,
Now-
I think I remember you telling me about this. Well, you will. I
Yo,
wink.
yeah, right. Anyway, so you're so important. Does that mean that if we help you, we'll get paid?
Well, no, there are more layers to it, you see.
Please
Now, that
expound.
bugbear has been terrorizing our kingdom for many, many moons. And in fact, it stole all of the bank money just yesterday.
So if we kill the bugbear, we'll get the money.
Owlbear.
Absolutely.
All of the bank
Ash.
money.
And
Owlbear,
also,
you
I
silly
will
fisher.
grant you the title of... whatever title you want. It doesn't really matter.
Champion?
Tactician whistles.
Champion. Sure. Well, we have a champion, actually. Would you consider second champion?
You can be how about two champion instead of second champion, because that sounds better.
Two champion could work.
And let's keep in mind that this is all fictional. I mean...
What?
No. This is I just want the money. The champion thing is for you.
Oh, okay, yes. As long as I am still the champion in all realities.
No, and the title and the money and everything else definitely isn't fictional. You will absolutely get all of that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I need your help to take out that bugbear since you're
Right,
clearly two
right, yeah,
very
we'll-
brave
we'll- okay,
adventurers.
It's an owlbear.
A what?
All right. Listen,
You
we're gonna take out.
foolish-
All right. Listen, we'll take out that whatever it is, so long as we get paid. And I believe you that we are going to get paid.
You're
have
absolutely
charmed
gonna get
me.
paid.
Lad.
Yes, I've been charmed.
I'm gonna go hide behind this tree. My royal blood is too valuable to be spilled. Thanks.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Great.
Let's show him that he is good at this, and
Right. Let's go.
Good work ordering those two.
I just lied to them. I can't give them any of
Are
those
they eating
things.
They're just snacking on something in the bush. Yeah, no, it's more or less the same. Ordering an army, tricking a bunch of people, manipulating the kingdom, waves hand in the air. It's at the end of the day, you're more or less looking at the same type of thing.
You're a person of really loose morals, aren't you?
You're not out there, you're back here, and they're taking care of it for us. And you get to enjoy all of these cakes that I was dragging around from the local bakery, which
Oh, wow.
looks down, like it hands you a pastry as you begin to eat it. You know, thinking about it, this might have been why the owlbear was chasing me around.
Wait, are these from the bakery that closed down last week?
Yeah,
These are really, really stale. Thank you.
you could throw them like a frisbee.
it's just squawks and blood in the background.
Yeah, just like crunching and
Yeah.
screaming noises as we beat this owlbear up.
In the background, you snap through this creature, leaving it a bloody mess on the ground. It's way more visceral than Marcus's actual memory. The tactician stands up and like dusts themselves off, getting rid of all the crumbs, like extends you a hand to pull you up, Marcus.
Oh my god, that was really fast. They're really strong. Wait,
They're really strong.
where are you taking me?
What? No, I'm pulling you out of the bush. I'm going this way. You go do your thing.
My instincts are actually telling me that I should run.
You stop at the edge of the bush. Okay, so remember, I didn't see me. I mean, I didn't see you. You didn't see me. Neither of us saw neither of us.
I didn't see
We're
anyone.
invisible. Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Especially
And
not myself.
keeps running. Taps the side of their head. Remember, kid. Don't fight smart. I guess. Don't even fight. Don't fight.
Or fight stupid.
Fight stupid. You're good at it.
Which, okay. Thanks. Looking back at the two people he just duped, young Marcus panics and starts to run away.
And with that, you're like, as you start to run, you start to feel very fatigued as your old joints begin to catch up.
Oh, jeez.
And as you
You
cross
are
around
now
this,
in the body of a 50-year-old man again.
as you cross this bush, you're in your normal Marcus body with your normal Marcus stamina.
Do I have my normal Marcus mind back?
Sure do.
Oh, hey, whoa.
Do you see what you have accomplished by
Lo and
being
behold,
you?
that we are ready for our reward.
No,
You guys are
talked us
idiots.
so good that we don't need it. Do
No,
you feel
that's not how it
inspired for
works.
the
He
rest
needs
of
to
your
think-
life
No,
Thank
to
you.
be
Gregor,
Marcus?
he needs to-
I
he
bring them in
needs
for a
to
hug.
think- Oh,
Aw.
okay, he's back to normal. Big
Okay.
hug time. Nice. You still smell like brimstone.
Yeah, it never really goes away.
That's fine.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you,
You
Marcus.
have crumbs on you.
Marcus, you begin to piece together who this person was in later times. Everyone around your kingdom was, well, anybody who worked directly under the king was given this regal name of a different creature, like there was the griffin, there were a famous knight called the lion. This tactician eventually took the name, thinking it sounded regal or majestic, the silverfish. It wasn't. It was a mistake.
Oh, unfortunate.
They regretted it greatly. Through the history of Tannhauser, not many people respected the silverfish, but a certain servant boy did.
Aw.
Harlock, you emerge from the suit of armor, now suited up.
Yeah.
You can hear the creature moving around, its great footfalls headed towards you. It seems rather pissed off, as if something happened. The steward stumbles forward, nudging a table out of the way. Harlock, you take a look at the table. That's a table you've eaten breakfast on countless times in your childhood. You would feel the pang of something were your house not on eternal ethereal fire, and were you not Harlock.
I'm sure Harlock doesn't feel anything.
You take...
Maybe if there was something more. As part of this, Harlock will not be standing directly next to it, and she would probably provide maybe some mist to obscure it.
Okay, so as it approaches, it raises its weapon, and suddenly there's a flash, and a great gout of mist extends around the suit of armor, and in a split second, Harlock is gone. Confused, the creature raises its weapon and swings out, striking at the suit of armor. It extends its chain and grabs onto the statue, pulling it close and slamming it backwards into itself.
Oh.
In a moment, it somehow manages to fumble into not only a trap, but the suit of armor itself, taking substantial damage. Its dumb chain, a weapon that no one has ever beaten anyone with, is immediately ripped away from it. It stumbles forward, taking significant damage, spots a fleeing Harlock, and gives chase.
Harlock, you've only made it stronger by taking away his jobber weapon.
Yeah.
Oh no.
As the steward quickly approaches Harlock, Harlock whips out her arm, her new arm, her better arm. Actually, not better arm. She whips out her arm, which crackles and whines with gears and wires, revealing that it's actually a blade attached to the very end of where her hand would be, kind of functionally making a praying mantis arm. And she's going to charge in at full force, but not actually do anything.
You wait and delay.
You just get
The steward raises its weapon. You thought it was a bell at first, you can tell now it's a lantern, and it gives it a single jingle. Fire begins to crackle on all sides around you, as if born from a dream itself, one of your nightmares. It begins to dig away at your flesh, your subconsciousness made manifest and weaponized against you. It eats away at you and you take significant damage. However, your eyes remain set. Unwilling to give this creature even an inch, you are prepared.
Okay, now that it's actually my turn, Harlock is going to extend her sickle arm upward, and as she does, she's going to switch. The arm crackles and moves into position as it switches into its crossbow form, and she's going to fire backwards a bolt with a rope on it to pull herself away.
Run away, Harlock!
It's 18.
18? Okay, now give me an additional roll for climb sheer surfaces.
Oh, yeah!
I told you
my
it'd be
specialty.
relevant.
Okay, that's only an 8.
That is an 8, but you get a plus 11 to climb.
Why am I so good at that?
I don't know! You slice up at the creature, cutting away its grotesque sort of necklace. You begin to notice, oh, those are body parts, but that doesn't bother you too much. As you strike it, drawing blood, from your elbow, swing, flies away a bolt that sticks into the distant ceiling, wraps around a rafter, locks, and you drag yourself away, gaining some distance.
Can I retreat into the shadows at all?
Yes, actually. On your next turn, it's going to once again raise its lantern. Might as well stick with what's working, and let out another spell. I need another fort save.
Nat 20.
As you fly backwards, the sheer confidence that your technology gives you, these arms that you developed yourself and perfected to overcome your own weaknesses, become your bulwark. You literally manage to outrun your nightmares, your own insecurities. As the arm drags you away, you sustain no damage, though that would physically normally be impossible. You touch down on the ground and scramble away.
That is the first time Harlock has been hit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm going to hide. What's the verticality like in here?
It's high ceilings, very high ceilings.
Looks like you have some tapestry happening here.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like I can use my special ability to climb that tapestry and get as high as I can I?
Oh, you sure can. Give me the best roll of all time. Climb sheer surfaces.
This is gonna become your thing. I hope you realize that this is Harlock now.
It's only 8, but I get plus 11.
You get plus fucking 11 to climb sheer surfaces. You hit the side of it and just straight up. You vanish near the ceiling. The steward looks to the left, looks to the right, doesn't even begin to catch the faintest glimpse of Harlock. Then its eyes seem to fixate on something outside. It's weird. An area of this mansion seems to be blown away, burnt to a crisp. It clears the doorway and exits the building.
Great. Harlock's now hidden, and her eyes are still very focused, but her hand is shaking.
Ooh.
Harlock.
No.